EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Hurts throwing right away. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon and burst through it for a solid game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In motion right is Thomas. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Thomas will come in motion right. On 3rd down, Winston. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jameis to throw it. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Luck's good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably.
Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To try again after the sack. Hurts. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful with those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st and 10, Winston. He gets it to Thomas. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion right is Thomas. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 7. They'll run. This is Kamara. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Again, it's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's Winston. Here's Chris Olave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
What's good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
Hurts fumbles it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford